Now we are going to see about circles, the circumference of a circle and the area of a circle. Simply, you see, circle is what? A closed figure. It will have a center, and the distance between the center and any point on the circle is same for all the points, and the same distance is called as a radius r. And the distance between any two points on the circle, the line passing through any 2 points on the circle which pass through the center as well, is called as diameter d. Now, how many radius do we have? How many radius we can draw? Infinitely many radius you can draw. As many points are there, those many radius you can draw, but all that measures same length. Diameter also, it is a infinitely many diameters you can write. Okay. This diameter does what? It splits the circles into two equal halves. Okay. That is it. So, the radius, diameter. Now, we talk about perimeter. Perimeter means it's a length of boundary. You don't know how to find out length of boundary. Let me mark that perimeter as circumference. Okay. The perimeter of a circle is called the circumference of a circle. Why is it so? If you divide the circumference by diameter, the ratio will be always unique, that is 3.14. But this occurs more often, not more often, yeah. In every case it is same, be it whatever radius it is taken, whatever circumference it is taken. So, initially people have measured this length using a thread. Using a thread, people will measure this length. After that, radius and diameter they will calculate. In that, from that only they derived formula for this. So, the circumference by diameter, it's always remains same. So, why don't we relate this diameter with this circumference? So, instead of using 3.14, they come up with the approximate value of this 3.14. There is an alphabet, there is a constant in math that is equal to 3.14, which is pi, approximates to 3.14, or you can write 22 by 7 because both approximates to 3.14. 22 by 7 also not exactly 3.14. Approximate value of 22 by 7 is 3.1. Okay. Now, we replace this. What? Yes, it is an alphabet. We are using Tamil and English alphabets, right? Same way, this pi, delta, sigma, whatever the symbol we use in physics and chemistry, you see, you must have seen, right? Have you seen those things or not? Those all are alphabets. If our people have found it, instead of pi, we may use this symbol. Then usually they will accept this as a pa value. Instead of pi value, they may say pa value. But our bad luck, our people didn't found this. So, we can't use our alphabets as the best. Because universally people have to understand, that is why. Who found that? They named after their alphabets. That is it. So, this is equal to pi. So, the C by D is equals pi approximately, but we are using pi more often. Now, the C, circumference of a circle, is equals to pi into D. That is it. This is the formula of the circumference. Pi into diameter. In the case of radius, what is diameter? It is 2 times radius. So, instead of diameter, you can write 2 times radius, and there comes the formula. Circumference of a circle is 2 pi or units. It is also measured in, because it is a perimeter, kind of perimeter, right? That is it. Any doubts on this? Okay. Based on this, we have some examples. Shall we do? Okay. There is a try this question. In that try this question, there is a diagram. So it's given a square. Inside square, there is a circle. Just pretend that the circle touches all the edges of the square. So inside circle, again there is a square. Now the question is, which square has the larger perimeter? Why it is the first one? Because how will you relate to this circle? How that you related with the circle? Because we are talking about circles here. See, when you connect both edges, that is nothing but the diameter of the circle. And diameter is the largest possible line can be drawn between any two points of the circle. All the other lines are smaller than that. So this diameter is nothing but the side of a square, right? So bigger side, bigger perimeter. All the other lines are smaller, so the smaller square has smaller perimeter. Now, which is larger perimeter? Which square has a larger perimeter? We answered that. Which is larger, the perimeter of a small square or the circumference of the circle? Just compare the formula, that's enough. Whether the circle has the largest perimeter or the square has the largest perimeter. Let us take the perimeter, the diameter as d. Okay. Then how will you compare? Then the circumference of circle is pi d. Okay. Now the perimeter of square is what? Side of a square is d. Then the perimeter of the square is 4 times d. Can you say which is bigger? Why? Yes, there you go. This is 3.14 into d and this is 4 into d. Comparatively, 4 is greater than 3.14. Since these two quantities are same, this is the next multiple of d compared to this. So that is why this perimeter of square is bigger than the circle. Okay. Now the example 7. What is the circumference of a circle of diameter 10 centimeter? Take pi is equals 3.14. See, also we have to notice this. If the value of pi is mentioned in the question, strictly we have to use that value only. If the value is not mentioned, 3.14 or else 22/7. More often we use 22/7. More often we use 22/7. If they mention, we may use 3.14, the mentioned value. Okay. No. pi is never be equal to any other number. So approximates to 3.14. And do you know the digits of pi? You simply Google it. Digits of pi. That is 3.142875. Like it has lakhs and lakhs of decimals going on. And I remember that one person have based on the value of pi, they keep the records as well, Guinness records. A person has memorized some lakhs of digits of pi, and he told some lakhs of digits of pi, and that is the record. So then other persons will try to break the record. That's like it is going. If you have enough time, just Google it, digits of pi. They come like lakhs and lakhs of digits. You also try to book a Guinness record. See, this boy has said 2 lakhs digits of pi. New record. Try doing it. Now, without all this unwanted things, we'll get back to what is really useless here. The diameter of useless. That is this useless? Good. Better be. So, diameter of the circle is 10 centimeter. Pi value can be taken as 3.14. Then the circumference is pi into d. Pi is 3.14. D is 10. So, we have 31.4 centimeter as the perimeter. Circumference. Is one example. And the other example, what is the circumference of a circular disc of radius 14 centimeter? Circular disc means what? That is in the shape of circle. Radius is 14 centimeter, and we have to use the pi value as 22/7. Now, what is the formula for circumference? Circumference of circle is 2 pi r. Radius is given, man, not diameter. What is given in the question? Radius is given. So 2 times 22/7 into 14. We simplify this. So 4 times 22. It is 88 centimeter. So if radius is given, we should use 2 pi r as the formula. If diameter is given, we should use pi d as the formula. Don't strain yourself converting radius into diameter, diameter to radius. What is given? Use formula accordingly. That's it. Okay. Next example, example 9. If radius of a circular pipe is 10 centimeter, what length of tape is required to wrap once around the pipe? What kind of question is this? Consider this chalk holder as a pipe. This radius is 10 centimeter, not 10 centimeter. Pretend that it is 10 centimeter. When we wrap this around a tape, wrap this using tape, what you will get? That's a 1 second over. 1 minute, okay, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 1 minute over. Make it fast. Example 9. And they have given radius of the circular pipe. 628. Okay, good, but it's not 628. You see, when we wrap the circular pipe once means we are covering the perimeter. Okay, perimeter means circumference of a circle. So the formula is 2 pi r. The value of pi, what is specified? 3.14 in the question. And the radius is 10. So when we multiply that 2 into 31.4, then we may have 62.8 centimeter as the answer. But while writing the answer in the descriptive examination, you should be aware that we have to write circumference of a circle is 62.8 centimeter. Is that? No. You should write based on the context of the question. What context they asked in the question? They are telling you to find the length of the tape required. Then circumference of a circle, how come that is the answer? At last, while writing the answer, be careful that you have to write, therefore the length of the tape required is 62.8. That would be fine. Okay, that is it. Next, the example 10. Find the perimeter of the given shape. Use pi is equal to 22 by 7. This kind of one shape is given. One square. This side is 14 centimeter. The perimeter we have to calculate. What do you observe in this figure? That is not good, that is okay. But what do you observe other than that? Okay. We need to find the perimeter of this figure, which means half of the perimeter of the circle, which diameter is 14 centimeter. Is the diameter or radius? Diameter. This kind of half the perimeter of a circle is calculated for how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4 times you have to multiply. Remember, I told you diameter of a circle, split the circle into 2 equal halves. So we can write half of the perimeter. Now the value, diameter of a circle is what? 14 centimeter. Then the required perimeter is equals 4 times half of perimeter of circle. This perimeter of circle sounds me that periphery chicken. No, it's perimeter of circle, that's all. No, the circumference of circle, my bad, sorry. That is why you should not think about food while writing. Okay, now 4 times 1 by 2. Circumference of a circle formula we have is pi d. Value of pi, anything is specified? That is 22 by 7 into diameter is 14. Now anything can be simplified? These two can be simplified. 11. These two can be simplified. 2. So we have 4 into 11 into 2. 11 into 2 is what? 22, that is 88 centimeter. Talking of this peri-peri chicken, don't Google peri-peri, okay? You will hate eating that peri-peri chicken. Have you ate peri-peri chicken before? Better. After Googling it also, you won't eat that. But don't do it. You can Google like peri-peri chicken, that is okay. But don't Google peri-peri alone. You will regret. Simply don't do it, that's all. Next question. The example 11. Shall I erase everything? Have you done copying? Example 11. Sudhanshu divides circular disc of radius 7 cm into equal parts. What is the perimeter of each semicircular shaped disc? Use pi is equal to 22/7. Okay. What do we do? See, there is one boy. That boy name is Sudhanshu. Who named this? Sudhanshu. Maybe his initial, whatever. See, there is a circular disc of radius 7 cm. That boy simply broke that into two halves. Then, this is the semicircular disc. Right? So, for the semicircular disc, we need to find the perimeter. What is perimeter of this semicircular disc? See, when it comes like half of the circumference of a circle means only this. Is it or not? But when it comes like perimeter of this shape, this is not only the boundary. The other thing as a boundary is what? This length. How do you call this length? Diameter. That is it. So, half of circumference of a circle plus diameter is our required answer. So, given things, radius is 7 cm and that is it. Nothing is given. Then pi is given. Pi is equals 22/7. Then the perimeter. Perimeter of semicircle is half of circumference of circle plus diameter. Okay. What is half of circumference of circle? 2 pi r plus diameter. Diameter is 2r. Now, half of 2 into 22/7 into r plus 2 times 7. Where is it? Are you getting it? This 1/2 is only for this half of circumference, not for the other one. Don't get yourself confused. Or else calculate different things, these things separately and add. That is it. Now, these two and these two can be simplified, and any other things can be simplified. 7 and 7 can be simplified. Then we'll have 22 plus 14. It is 36 centimeter. Is the perimeter of this semicircular disc. Okay. Okay. Now we'll move on to the exercise and we'll work out the questions which are related to circumference of circles. Take the exercise 9.2.